Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new Luzz Pickleball Canon. Found this paddle, I've never heard of the company at all, but it has some really cool components to it, and the price is outstanding. So I thought I'd try it, see how it goes, and really I have no idea what to expect. Let me bounce through some of the physical elements of this paddle. It's 16.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide, 5.5 inch long grip with a 4.25 inch circumference. It does weigh 8 ounces, and if I was going to guess, give it a wag, I would say it's right around a 118 swing weight. Feels pretty evenly balanced, feels really nice. The surface of this paddle is a T700 raw carbon fiber surface, but that is not really where the technology in this paddle lies. It lies within the core. So let's check out the core of this, the new Luzz Pickleball Canon. All right, guys, let's take a look at this.
All right, guys, here is the core of the Luzz Pickleball Canon. You can see that there's a lot of technology going on here. The outside perimeter of the paddle has the EVA foam all around it, all the way down through the neck, all the way into the grip of the paddle. It has the softer EVA foam around the core, which is going to allow this entire core to flex equally and really give a nice response no matter where you hit this off of the face. The core itself is just a standard 16 millimeter thick polypropylene honeycomb core, 8 millimeter cells. Very durable, very good. Should flex really nice. They also take that core all the way down into the grip of the paddle. That's kind of a good, it helps you keep your hand attached in a way to the paddle face. You feel it connected. Even though there is the soft foam that kind of divides it, this perimeter right here that goes around the softer core is a structure as well. So that should keep all this intact and really give a nice feel. The outer edge of the paddle goes all the way down the neck. Should feel really nice and sweet when you hit it. Very excited to get out and try this. Let me show you one additional thing here that the Luzz Pickleball paddle, the Canon, has. Hey guys, I want to show you one more component of this Luzz Pickleball Canon core. These are very cool. These are 3K carbon fiber protection blocks. These are thin strips that go between the core of the paddle and the face of the paddle. These lie over the area of separation between the EVA foam core and the polypropylene honeycomb. That gives this structure. This is where it's going to break down, and this gives it structure and strength to these areas up here. There's also one that goes over this separation up here. You just can't see it on this image. And there's one down here as well. I think this is a great idea. It gives it just some structure and added strength. This paddle won't break down as fast. I think that's a great idea. Luzz calls this a 3K carbon fiber protection blocks. Very cool, very excited. The Luzz Canon paddle.
All right, guys, those are some pretty cool components. I'm excited to try this. I brought up the price of this paddle. The price is $109 US. If this paddle performs at all, that is an exceptional price. Really excited to try this. The Luzz Pickleball Canon. All right, headed out to the courts right now. Hope you're going to be there. We'll try this out together. All right, I'll be back. right, guys, the Luzz Canon. Oh, you can tell that this Gen 3, just from the sound that comes off of here. There it is, though. Oh. Well, I gotta knock that down. I gotta hit that harder, knock that down. Very nice. Very nice. Just easy depth. Expect that a Gen 3 paddle, just nice, easy depth. Don't you have to swing away or do something crazy. Very nice. I can't believe I hit it and knocked it down. Here, let me do one more. Oh, that had nice top spin to it. And it dived and just caught the back of the line, I believe, or it landed in front of the line. Very nice. Let me spin this. I think this is going to be really nice. Oh, that's right toward the camera, too. That had just great late bite. Yeah, again. Oh, yeah, you see that ball fighting the wind there. Yeah, again, I like the spin off of this. Oh, I spun that all the way off the court. Wow. All right, guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new Luzz Pickleball Canon. I went to the courts with no idea what to expect at all. I've never heard of this company. I had no idea. But really, from the very first hit, I was so impressed. This paddle is so much fun. I'm going to bounce through the performance characteristics of this paddle. I always start out with power. I'm going to start out with power then. The Luzz Canon, aptly named. My normal service speed's right around 50 miles an hour. This clocked in at 52.5 miles per hour. You do not have to jump on this. You don't have to swing off your feet. You don't have to just swing like mad. The ball just shoots off of here really, really well. Lots of velo, and it translates into easy depth on serves, returns, whatever you want to do. You know, it's there. Nice, nice, nice power. Accuracy, control, and consistency. It's there as well. It's again, had no idea what to expect from a Luzz Canon, but the accuracy, control, and consistency is there. Very nice. And I'm going to go on to the next category kind of quick, but spin. Incredible spin. This paddle, and it's got that late bite spin. And what I mean by that is, if the ball's curving out there right off the paddle, we can all adjust to that. You can bounce your feet over. You know where it's going to land. You know where it's going to go. What you like is that it can show a little bit early, but you want that after the bounce, you want that bite spin where it takes off. You're not ready to adjust to that. You're kind of surprised by it a little bit. This paddle has a lot of that, just a ton of it. It comes from the surface, but it also comes from the dwell time on this paddle. That ball stays on there for a long time. You've got a nice sweet spot. The ball just kind of rides, and you're really feeling like you're throwing it a little bit. So I'll go back. Accuracy, control, and consistency is there. And if you like to top spin the ball, it's gold. I mean, really gold. You can just drop it wherever you want. If you backspin a little bit, no problem. It's not going to fly all the way out. We found that with some of the, the foam paddles and stuff like that, all the new power paddles. If you backspin it, if you get an air underneath it, it's going to go out. This paddle really doesn't do that, but still has plenty of velo to, to conquer all. Good defense to offense. You can put this down, get the ball back in the non-volley zone and get up there really quick and turn this into instant offense. So much fun. It only weighs 8 ounces, so you can really get up there and really just have a lot of fun at the non-volley zone. Get a fast hands battle. The ball comes off of here really well. Very cool. I like almost the touch on this paddle. If you were, if you just want to dink and that's fine, dink and be aggressive with your dinks. The touch is there. You have no problem. Once I'll go back to defense to offense. Stick that paddle on the ground, get that back in the non-volley zone. This paddle does that very well. I am so impressed with this paddle. It's customizable. You could throw some weight on here. It's only 8 ounces, so you could throw a little weight on here, drag the twist weight up, drag that sweet spot out, and just make this your own. It's still got a nice sweet spot. It doesn't have a small one, but you can make that even bigger. And with the more mass, you're even going to be more accurate, more control, and a little more velo. If I'm going to take a wag at this, I think I said this in the opening. It's right around a 1. It's not on their website, but I'm going to guess a 118 swing weight. So you could jump it up a little bit with no problem. Very cool, very customizable. if I had a minor complaint about this paddle, and this is a Kip complaint, not a complaint. I would like, I think it's such a good paddle. I'd like to see a little, maybe more color, a little more, a little more, I don't know, just something to make it stand out a little bit, a little more color, a little more flavor out there. It's rather generic looking. I think if I'm Luzz and I have this good a paddle, I put all this technology in here, I think I'd give it a little more flash, a little more style, where it's instantly recognizable from all the courts and people want to know what that is. Also, just a little minor complaint, and this is across the board complaint, any of the Gen 3 or anything like that, any of those paddles, it does have the harsh sound of the Gen 3. It is a hollow, harsh sound. If that bothers you, this is not going to be your paddle at all. Who's going to like this paddle a lot? If you drive, if you're a driver, tennis player, you want to just top spin and knock the snot out of the ball, this is your bad boy. If you're a server who wants to knock the snot out of the ball, this is your bad boy as well. You can hit both of those shots, that serve and just drives, and know that it's going to hop and it's going to still land in with lots of spin, a lot of fun to hit. Also, if you're a dinker, you're going to be able to aggressive dink with this and move your opponent around very well. So if you're a setup person or you're the put away, the alpha, yeah, you can have fun with this either way. It does both of those things really well. If you're a control freak, this might not be what you want, but control freaks usually like a stiffer paddle that the ball just comes right off of here. This ball does stay on here a moment and you almost feel like you throw it. So if you like a softer paddle that you almost feel like you're throwing the ball a little bit, this is your bad boy again. This covers a lot of bases, and I'm going to bounce back to the price at $109 US. Wow. How many paddles can you come up with off the top of your head that are right around $100 that don't have this technology or this game? There's a whole lot. This is pretty cool. Guys, I like this paddle a lot. I'm anxious to hear if you ever heard of this company. If you play with this paddle, I'd love to hear it. It's got game. I'm really impressed. Now, I can't speak to the longevity of this paddle. I've only had this paddle 2 or 3 weeks and played with it. I don't know how it's going to hold up over time. So, like with all Gen 3 paddles, how short is that performance period? You got your ramp up and then you got the ramp down. How long is the performance period on this paddle? Not sure. I can't speak to that. But so far, it's held in there really nice. All right, guys, as always, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment on this bad boy. If you've tried it, if you know anybody that plays with it, it's very cool. All right, guys, it's summer. Get out and play. I'm headed out to the courts right now. Hope you're going to be there as well. Get out and play the game we love. All right, guys, I'll be back with more content really soon. There it is. All the way at the back line. And I am a good 2.5 feet behind the line back here.